So guys, Floyd Mayweather knocks out Tenshin Nasukawa in a round. It was quite easy for him. He was toying with the kid. He was toying around in there with the kickboxer Tenshin Nasukawa, and it was very easy work for Mayweather. That it was light work, easy money. Whatever he made, 50, 60, whatever, 20, 30 million, whatever he made for those 3 rounds, or it was 1 round because he knocked him out. But the guy wasn't in his league. The guy got knocked down a couple of times, and Mayweather was just at first he was just went in there just he was like teasing him. And eventually he let some shots go, and the kid fell. To be honest, the kid looked alright. Looked like he had trained. He looked, he let a few combinations go. He looked decent. But obviously, when you're fighting one of the greatest fighters of all time, and I know Mayweather's passed his sell by date, but when you're fighting somebody that's a complete novice, that's never fought in a boxing ring before, it's easy work. It's easy work for Mayweather. So you can't really blame Mayweather for taking the fight and taking the money, because the kid's not on his level. He's never fought before, and Mayweather knows how good he is. That's why Mayweather, I've never seen Mayweather, the way he fought against McGregor and Tenshin Nasukawa, Mayweather's never ever been that relaxed in a fight where he's just so easy, and his body movements, he's not taking things seriously. He was a little bit with Andre Berto, but even that, he was switched on. Here it was like he wasn't even switched on. It was like he was just joking around, because he knew the guys weren't on his level. He knew McGregor and Nasukawa. With Nasukawa, it was even worse. Because with McGregor, Mayweather was more focused a little, because the event, the media, everything around it, the people that were hosting it, coverage, whereas this was a lot smaller than that. No one even knew. There were many people that didn't even know that Mayweather was fighting. It didn't get a lot of hype, because it wasn't really a fight, and it's good it didn't get a lot of hype, because it didn't last very long. But yeah, the debate's going to rumble on whether Mayweather should continue doing stuff like this, and he should continue having it. But don't be shocked if Mayweather continues to fight on like this and fighting guys like this, and if he's offered serious money, because you can't blame the guy. If the guy's going to fight 3 rounds against a nobody, right? Why wouldn't you do it? Why wouldn't you, for 3 rounds, punch somebody's head in for 50, 60 million? It doesn't, listen, a lot of these guys saying it's bad for boxing or whatever, but Mayweather's is finished. You don't care if it's bad for boxing. What's that got to do with it, bad for boxing? He's getting an extra 50, 60 million coming into his bank account, fighting nobody. So you can't really blame Mayweather for doing taking a fight and earning 50, 60 million against a nobody, a guy that, is not even good enough to tie his shoelaces in a boxing ring. And that's what it was. It was easy, nice work for Floyd Mayweather. Like I said, the kid got knocked down several times, and I actually think his corner threw the towel in. The reason why they threw the towel in, I think they didn't want to hit their kid to get knocked spark out, because he wasn't in Mayweather's class. He was just going to get hurt, and he was probably going to get knocked spark out, and they probably didn't want to see him on the floor knock spark out, because every time Mayweather kept hitting him, he kept falling or getting knocked down. So they probably just thought that, save him. They didn't want him to get hurt or get knocked down. So you can't blame them for throwing in the towel. I'm pretty sure the crowd weren't happy. They might have paid serious amount of money to come watch that, and it was a bit of a farce in terms of how the fight went, because it was so easy for Mayweather. There was no competitive fight, really. It was only 3 rounds. It was as if like it was a 12-round fight. It was only a 3-round fight, and it didn't even last 3 rounds. What I was surprised, though, I was quite surprised how aggressive Mayweather was. It was as if Mayweather wanted to knock the guy out and finish the job very quickly. I thought Mayweather might want to take the fight to the 3rd round and maybe then step on the gas, but Mayweather was in a rush to finish the fight. Even when he knocked the kid down, Mayweather's body, how aggressive he was quite surprising, because I thought Mayweather might want to try carry the fight, but I just think it's a case where, listen, I think Mayweather was getting a guaranteed. He just wanted to get the fight over and done with and get the money and get out of there. That's what he probably wanted, in my opinion. I don't think he really cared about, he doesn't care about any pay-per-views or how the fight does. He didn't care about any of that. I think he just thought he wanted to go in there. Maybe, the environment. I think he was in Japan, so I don't think he was. I just think he wanted to get the fight done. He wanted to knock the kid out and get out of there, and that's what he did. He didn't. There wasn't a lot of attention on this fight. So obviously when Mayweather does something, people tune in, but there wasn't like a lot of media attention. It wasn't a huge kind of fight because the McGregor fight had a lot of attention, so maybe Mayweather wanted it to go a bit further. I don't even think it was that. I think McGregor was game. I think McGregor could take Mayweather's punches, and people say that he carried McGregor. I'm not so sure. Maybe might have carried him in the sense that he didn't look to step it on early on, but I don't think Mayweather had the power to knock McGregor out. You know, even if he had stepped it on, I think McGregor could take Mayweather's shots. I think McGregor more got tired. He got gassed out because he's not used to fighting that style. I don't think Mayweather's got that kind of power where he's going to hurt McGregor. You know, McGregor's used to taking a lot more harder shots, kicks to the heads. But that's beside the point. This kid was just not on that level. And it was, like I said, as soon as Mayweather tagged him, you know, and he looked quite small as well. The kid didn't look big, or he looked quite slim as well, so it's quite easy, nice work for Mayweather, if I'm totally honest with you. It's going to be fascinating to see what Mayweather does moving forward. You know, there's a video that I want to make about what he said, but that'll be for a separate video that I'll make. But yeah, guys, leave your thoughts. What did you make of Mayweather's exhibition against Tenshin Nasukawa? An easy, nice work for Mayweather. It didn't break sweat, and made probably 50-60 million. Happy days. You can't blame him, Mayweather. But leave your thoughts, guys. And guys, remember to please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys in the next video.